long run.
Just set it up right here.
So blue arms
Because
right
I'm gonna
now.
set it up.
There you go. Blue arms right there. You go. Save your arm a little bit.
If you break it, I'm gonna scream.
You'll be fine. Perfect.
There you go. Money right there, right? I just gotta stay right here.
Yeah, your head's cut off, but it's fine.
All right, so blue arms right now. What y'all doing when they come in decon? Walk me through the process on Davinci arms. What are you doing?
They're supposed to be soaking first.
So soaking and then ultrasonic
Pre-cleaning.
afterwards, or what are we doing as far as decon goes?
Once it's soaked, when they're coming back, they're soaking, and then I'm assuming they go into pre-cleaning.
We pre-soak them, and we brush
No,
the
you
tips,
can't sign
make
it
sure
yet.
the debris is off all the tips, and then move them up to the getting or the
The ultrasonic, whatever, and then getting.
Not ultrasonic.
Just run the water.
We will run the ultrasonic occasionally. Usually we'll fill up the sink with ultrasonic.
Okay. The post soaking.
So it'll be 10 to 15 minutes, kind of similar to pre-soak we were talking about before.
Okay. Okay. All right. So these arms right here are just like the blue arms, the exact same process. Good reference to these wall charts right here in this second section right here for you. When they come in, disposables first thing. Do you all have stapler right now? No, you have stapler. So on the new stapler, here's the big difference right here. Flush ports are a little bit different. The biggest thing that's really great is that motor pack you used to have, the cable, no cable, no motor pack. Doesn't need it. It's all direct drive now in the system. So stapler wise, we have stapler 45, stapler 30, curve tip, all the same cleaning wise, all the same. So disposable, just like the old stapler, you got a sheath, you got the reloads. Do they come back now? You need one of these? So same process, follow the same process, remove those. All the flush ports on the stapler, here down, exactly the same like you had before. The first two flush ports are here and here, 1 and 2 on this one right here. Okay. So how many flush ports on the old stapler? Does anybody know? How many flush ports on the old stapler? Any guesses? 1, 2, 10, 20?
2.
2? All right, there you go, 2. So there's a total of 8.
Go figure the edge.
Yeah, someone throw it. All right, so we have 8 flush ports. I'll show you the blue. We'll go side by side since you brought it up. All right, side by side. All right, so just like the other instruments, when they first come in, we'll skip all that. So priming. Blue arms are priming flush port number 1 when they come in. That's enzymatic. Should be 15 milliliters. Number 1, that's a syringe from the sink, enzymatic. Same on these arms right here. You got flush port number 1. 15 milliliters. Clear syringe, enzymatic. All the arms, regardless of what arm we're doing. After that, let's start the video. And there's your priming. Next is a soaking on all the instruments, all the arms. It's a half-hour soak is what we recommend. Half-hour soak. So the scopes are always a 15-minute soak. Instrumentation is a half-hour soak. So you talk about that soil instrumentation when it comes down. Soaking and rehydrating, a half hour does it for you, rehydration-wise. Challenges, obviously, turn over plowing sinks. That's why some facilities, if they don't have enough sinks, they'll do like a soap basin or something like that.
Yeah, we have white basins.
White basin,
They come
yeah,
back in.
and they're upside down a little bit. So I don't know what video we're on now. Okay. So after the soaking, let's go back. All right, so after the soaking, we're going to do a flush. Flushing is next. We're going to flush all the ports. This video will show you the excise stapler flush ports. Again, total of 8. They are labeled and they are numbered for you. It does have a flush port emblem. Make it big. Flushing with number 1, you want to rotate the tip around. Helps that flushing action of our instrumentation, just like we're showing you in the video. The way that water works is it goes down, hits that tube seal, comes back up out of the housing. You all ever wonder why the water doesn't go that loose, how that tube gets lost? Alright, yeah. If y'all ever wonder why Davinci, when you're flushing it out, why that water doesn't come out of here, the way Davinci works, flush port number 1 has a tube attached. Water goes down that tube in this lumen channel, fills it up, hits this tube seal right here, back up and flows out of the housing. There's actually a tube seal right here. If you you didn't have some kind of seal right here, during procedure, you lose your,
Look.
there you go, your air or your, what do I look for? There you go, there you go. Yeah. That's my coffee this morning, right? Yeah. Lose your insulation right there. Yes, sir.
Which port was it that accessed the lumen?
So number one
Yeah.
is a lumen channel right there. A lot of times in your 8mm, you see that little white tube attached to them. You can actually visually see that white tube inside there.
I think the scissors, they do go through the scissors
Now,
or...
yeah, the scissors itself, where's my scissors? You look at the scissors. I'll have one removable tool here. It has a little hole here on the right hand side, so it sprays out, plus it comes back up and flows out of the housing. If we're looking at your flushing instrument stop number one, rotate it around, you're looking for that clear right here is what you're looking for. So that's flushing one. Then you got flushing two is always the housing. So on these arms, two is right here for flushing. Always 20 seconds. For staplers, either one on both of these. They're all labeled here. We got 3 and 3, 4 and 4, 5 and 6, 5 and 6. And you got your 7s with the jaws open right here and here. 8 down in apex. They're all labeled and numbered. Most missed ones are probably 7 and 8 down in there. It really plays a critical role. Number 7, essentially there's a threaded screw in there right there. If you're not flushing that out completely, these threads get dried. Soil's left down there during pre-vac. It gives them a lot of extra torque during the actual cutting and plasma tissue. So to show you more of the flushing. Did y'all see the flushing already? So if I'm using a green hose, it's just kind of like they do here. I actually submerge it, avoid all the aerations. So it doesn't really fit in those holes as far as flushing goes. Just rotate around, maybe 20 seconds a piece for fun flushing until it's clear. You're a big flash screen, huh? This is the area I told you, like I said, there's a little thread screw in there. So a lot of times this will put in there, drive on those threads. We'll do the sides of that, and we'll do the heat. That's the body side there. Any questions about flooding? Flushing? Okay. So how many flush ports on stapler? 8. How many flush ports on our 8mm? Just 2, yeah. The 1 and 2 right here. Yeah. Just like the blue arms. So we got so spraying next. Probably like we've been doing before. Just submerging your tips. Flush gun or the green hose, spraying between cables and pulleys right here. Helps get that soil out where your brush can't reach. Especially, I'm sure your calibrating instruments, it helps out remove that soil and tissue. Cables and pulleys. Very similar to what you've been doing already, I'm sure. Good there on that one. For brushing, soft nylon brush. Brush all your surface areas. Let us know if you want to see the full video on brushing. I'm sure you guys have done that enough, right? You get a point on brushing. So we do recommend soft nylon. We get a lot of questions about the cautery instruments, removing charring on their buildup. Our recommendations are the soft nylon, but really what comes in the role play there, the pre-cleaning point of use, that's not being done. There's hard bonds formed. So it's just like lasagna or spaghetti. Leave it on a fork and leave it for a couple hours and then try to get a cloth to remove it. You're not going to be able to do that until it soaks and hydrates. As y'all know, the disadvantages of the wire brushes, any kind of metal against a sharp surface, falls out over time. So sometimes you got to do what you got to do for cleaning, but you know our recommendation is, right? Okay.
Made this color.
Sorry?
Made this color on the scissors. You see this coloration? That's normal.
Yeah, that is normal. Okay, next. Okay, rinsing running water, you can rinse it off completely. You don't need a video for that. Rinse it off completely, 60 seconds, and all the enzymatic. So the ultrasonic, you got prime, flush port number 1. Again, enzymatic, that should be on your blue arms, the new XI arms, on port number 1. Then it goes in the ultrasonic. So the ultrasonic is a requirement for the arms. It's got to go to the ultrasonic. Right now, you guys have got the Metasafe in there. Do you guys have a special rack or whatever for your blue arms? Where it plugs in?
Yeah, we have the many safe.
Where it plugs in there? On the, right.
That's why I was inquiring about yours.
Okay, so the blue arms, does it have, so the arms right now, the blue arms, do you have a Davinci rack with blue arms? Or do you-
Yeah.
Do you plug it down on the blue arms? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So that is, you'll use that rack. What cycle you guys using? Cycle 6, cycle 3? What?
For the Davinci, it has its own cycle in the MediSafe.
So y'all using,
Sonic.
y'all using the Endoris, or what's the title? What's it say? Endoris?
It just says Davinci.
Make sure you all use the appropriate cycle. The XI instrumentation, it does have a, I'll show you a little picture of that as well, to give you an idea. So Metasafe for stairs now, we'll show you how these work, but give you a little visual of how the XI works. That's how the SI is kind of go in there. Yeah. And what happens on the XI,
Are they any longer than?
these are 2 inches longer. So how it happens right here is there's these little holes, these little grease taps. It actually goes in, there's little metal tabs that goes in the rack like that. It pushes in place and locks in place. To remove them, you push these tabs like that.
Can you use the same one for that or no?
No. It's tight, I mean, very tight fit in there. It doesn't work with these housings.
I just had to ask.
Yeah, I mean, some facilities would just use like a rare laparoscopic basket and plug in one. We do recommend using that basket. As far as first cases, just like any kind of ultrasonic process, if you're not plugging them in, flushing them out, just start repeating flush and rinse post ultrasonic. So for example, if you're starting cases, you don't have the basket in yet, you can still process it, but after the ultrasonic, you got to flush out the ports again and rinse it out instead of leaving them turd inside there.
Right. I got you.
You might be able to use the SI basket at first, maybe plug in port number 1. You reach it over there. It's kind of flushing the long term of that basket. There you go. Okay. So ultrasonic, like I said, plug them in to do the Davinci cycle. Once it comes out of there, depending on what cycle you all have in there, if it's the disinfection cycle or not, it sounds like you guys are taking the arms out and running to the washers anyway, right now?
Yeah.
So standardize that process. These same thing, but again, it's a 1 to 5 minute cycle, and I'll show you some information on that one. We have it here.
But-
Right there.
So I'll let Chris know that we don't have the basket on the ports. So, I mean, don't know if we will on
Yeah. It all
I
depends.
mean, think about it, we have, in order to process that.
Well, all it's required processing wise is you don't necessarily need an ultrasonic for flush and rinse.
No, you can do it on your own.
Yeah, just a basic ultrasonic bath, which you have. I mean, so just put the arms in a basket.
We have a regular basket, we have 2 baskets, one for the robot, the one's also for.
Did you check to see if these fish are anything?
Put the XI to go. The SI basket in there, yeah, it's designed differently.
Your bad.
Their basket, Metasafe makes that. Metasafe basket. That manufacturer basket. Well, I know that's your basket. That's Metasafe basket. As far as your basket, if you'll fit in there, you'll have to put it more easy.
Yeah, these are.
Right.
That is the channel as it is for the blue one.
Yeah, those won't go that channel. I mean, maybe like a laparoscopic basket, for example. They have laparoscopic baskets you have. I'll walk over and have a look at one as well on that one. Okay. Yes, sir.
Question, Kevin, is there a certain amount of usages for those?
Just like the blue arms, same thing. Same online. We have the appendices that list individual usage as far as chemical uses on the system and reprocessing cycle. What are you all doing right now as far as use? Are you still packing them right now?
We're still packing them and then the OR's keeping track of how many you use.
Very similar. The biggest key thing that helps you out a little bit when it comes to the XI, your 8mm instruments. So these right here. You have a look at these on the side. You're going to kind of indicator, a visual indicator. Normally, it should be, if it's still good, I'll have white color like this. Compared with white, the juices are remaining. If it's red color like this, it's expired.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
cool.
So That's the visual one. So I'll pass this around. This red one, you see a little indicator over here. That red indicator?
Learn something new.
Yeah. That's on the on the outside also. Yeah. So the white indicator means still clinical uses remaining. That's not reprocessing cycles. Clinical.
Oh, clinical, not reprocessing.
Not reprocessing, clinical. Processing cycle is
Just
how y'all track through the sterilization cycle. So clinical uses. Now, the one instruments that don't do that, don't have the indicator, stapler. Goes by fires. Dust and sealers like your single use instruments, they ain't gonna have on there. The majority are 8 millimeters. On that side, they're gonna have the indicator on there. Which is just a reminder of them in case they shut down. You guys are decon. So if you're in decon, you see that red indicator, get rid of it. Can't use it. Put a tray together here or something. See the red indicator? That's done. Done at that point. So once the instrumentation at the washers, once it comes on this side, dry them off. So just like the orange right now, you can blow out the flush ports. Blow here as well. Dry them off. Nice and neat. Inspection wise, just like before, look for frayed cables, misaligned jaws, damaged installation. Some things you see like that. They are steam sterilized, 270 degrees. It's a 4-minute exposure, 30 to 50-minute dry time. Same parameters you have for the blue arms. So lubrication wise, before you sterilize it, after the washer, you should be lubricating these tips. Are you guys doing that now? No? No? Okay, so do we have milk on this side? I see the Astelab bottle right there.
We don't have milk, we have Astelab oil.
Yeah, so is that the JG 598? Yes, it is. Yep, so this work right here, 1 to 2 drops, it goes back and forth, wipe off your excess. I'll tell you
All tips?
yeah, all tips, just right here, every single time. So all it takes is 1 right here, 1, wipe off the excess. If you're cutting this bottle really low, you're gonna have a lot of lubrication coming out, so very high. Some hospitals would use like a number 18 angio cap, like the soft part of it, put that on there. Helps reduce the lubrication coming out a little bit. That just kind of helps you. We'll show you some videos. Just rewind that video, go full screen with it, please. So this is a stapler right here. Pause. Pause now. So stapler has a total of 7 lubrication areas. So the biggest confusion we get on stapler is the flush areas are lubricated, are labeled, not the lubrication areas. For a good reference for lubrication, right up here, this is yours, reference for all lubrication areas for instruments and stapler right here, labeled in pictures for you. Here's a video using the Astelab with a little drop tip on there. First thing they have on stapler is the apex area. These little metal pins are. Right behind that, you're going to lubricate. 1 to 2 drops. Then with the jaws open, that's flush port number 7. Lubricate there. That's a good time to inspect that to make sure it's nice and clean with this red glove. Close the jaw, then you have the grip cables on each side. That's where we're gripping the tissue. Then we have where it spins back and forth. Activates and spins, sort of like a drive axle of a car or a drill. We're lubricating both sides there. And finally, we'll lubricate flush port number 3. That's lubrication for all the XI staplers. The only difference between lubrication of your current stapler and this one is, on this stapler, we additionally lubricate here. That's every single time on staplers. Staplers are really important. It's all mechanical, so the more resistance you have here, the more impact that has as far as chemical use. So make sure you're lubricating every single time. So how many flush ports you get on this one? Stapler?
8.
2.
That's a lot right there. And how many lubrication areas?
7.
7. There you go. How many
I'm
lubrication?
listening.
How many lubrication areas on this one?
4.
8 lubrication, 8 flush ports. This has got an extra lubrication down here. Yeah. All right. So just remember on the staplers, they're all labeled. All the flush ports are labeled. The flush port emblem on there. Okay, lubrication. We always start here. It's opposite. This is where we go for lubrication. Just remember that every time, all right? There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is a have fun. How many flush ports?
2.
2. How many lubrication areas? This one right there, yeah, one right there, yeah. How many lubrication areas are on the scope? None. Great question. All right. Any questions about the arms, concerns y'all have? Oh, so like your sharks, open and close, right here and here. These are the only two discs we should be touching right here. They do have a little grip right here at the end. So
That's the first thing I did. I tried playing the disc.
see how it runs around there. Oh,
Yeah.
Someone should have spoke up about that one. You will notice on some of the arms as well, they may not have this right here, might be missing. That might be the spatula, cutlery hook, because it doesn't have that gripping motion. It doesn't need it. That makes sense. So if you see one missing, just look around, see if you see an instrument like that, see if it's a hook or a spatula. Chances are that's why it's missing. Okay, specialized. So, like I said, any other questions about the arms? Concerns? Pretty similar to what you're doing, right? Process-wise. Yes.
You're going to be talking to the OR too, right? About the soaking and.
Yes, especially if you get someone available today, I highly recommend it. Robotics coordinator or
No, that was my phone. That was,
that was her fault.
yeah. Was Jordan hit the thing?
Glass twice. I mean,
It's an OtterBox, right?
Yeah, it's good.
but not the glass. Yeah. You remember one?
Yep.
You get a brand new if you have one.
Let's talk about accessories. So this is the biggest change for accessories. The system comes with cautery cables, so it has to be integrated. So instead of using a Value Lab or a ComMed, it's integrated now. So bipolar cable is blue, monopore green. So gray and gray, nice and easy, right? So how do we clean them? Sinks and decon.
Monopolar is blue.
Yes. No, monopore is green, bipolar is blue.
Gotcha.
Bipolar blue. If you forget, it's when one plugs in as far as the instrument itself. Look for a bipolar instrument and see how it plugs in here.
They can be cooked.
Yes, we'll bring it through right here. So submerging in the sinks. You can't submerge these to brush them off. Don't leave them soaking. Okay? That makes sense.
Yep.
So you're hand washing these. Believe it or not, they can go to the washers.
They can.
They can.
Okay.
So not required but optional. They can go to the washers. Okay? And they're steam sterilized.
4 minutes to 70.
Correct. Same parameters as the arms. Same parameters as the arms. As far as uses, they've got 20 clinical uses to them, 25 reprocessing cycles. The system does not count these. Do y'all have PK, Davinci PK instruments?
Yeah.
So it's just like that PK, white PK cord.
It had little things.
Yeah. The only difference with these, it doesn't have that little thing on there. It does have a little wide area that has a part number and serial number, but they're manually tracked just like the white cable is.
How many of those are we getting?
Probably several sets of these, because these are used during every
Because what
case.
Chris can do is put labels on them, and then that way we can keep track.
Run through that way.
But the OR needs to know too, if there's only so many lives, if you really don't need it. Because if you're gonna open it, we gotta reprocess it, and that's a life.
Right. Absolutely. Most times, I mean, majority of cases are going to do some kind of bipolar or monopore in the case itself. I mean, most times I find if you're doing some kind of tray set, they're in there, or sometimes these are peel packed separately or something like that. You might find a combination of things. And sometimes they might not use a monopore, but using the bipolar, they're going to use that in the majority of cases.
So then it should have more than one.
Yeah, they should probably be doing a set. These are going to be next on every set every time. And it's just like a white cable. A lot of
So you
times.
said 20 and 25?
Yeah, I think it's 20 clinical uses and 25 reprocessing cycles. And I'll verify it in the service here, the exact number, and make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, so the other instrumentation we have, yeah, I forgot to get, so the cannulas themselves, so I'll pass this around so y'all can get a look. More visual accessories. So this is a reusable actuator right here. Metal tabs. There is some disposable ones. Do you guys have disposable ones or reusable ones for Davinci right now? Disposables. There are some disposables available as well. I couldn't find any over there. They're grain collar and they're more of a sharp than this. All plastic. Anything that's Davinci that's reusable will have a part number and serial number etched on it.
Okay.
All of our arms, any reusable product is going to have part number and serial number. That goes for all of our instrumentation. You'll find that always. As always, ask before you throw it away. But just like the blue ones out there are disposable, there are some gray ones that are cheap plastic. They come back, they got no information on it, just disposable. Okay. But reusable, are you guys using the gauge pens right now? Y'all ever heard of the gauge pens? So the way the gauge pens works, on the 8mm cannulas, you drop it through the actual cannula itself, it should fall all the way through. If it catches at the end, the cannula itself is warped or out around. You usually have to stacking trays on the cannula or cheating the instruments and bending them that way. And that's how we check the cannulas on a regular basis. These should be used sometimes during the trays, most times at a workstation, so they can check it. It all depends on where it's on your process.
Good to know.
These are, they can't work on the SI. The SI's got their own gauge pens for 8mm. This is just used for 8mm. What it is used for. So if you guys aren't checking them now, most likely they're probably peel packed somewhere on the SI, little gauge pens. But that's what they're used for. So you guys have never seen a little tiny pen floating around? Yeah.
We weren't given to us.
Okay. Yeah, they came with the system, so I mean, the question is, what happened to it? Yeah. Are y'all keeping the system? I can't remember if it's a trade-in or this is additional to it.
Jan Conway's on vacation, and I
Don't know. All right. Well, just keep it around. I'll give you the part number for it. It's no cost item.
Okay.
The other ones to get those in.
So she's our Davinci.
4 days. Okay. I will tell you all with the this is a seal that goes inside the new cannulas. Unfortunately, all I have is a picture of the cannula itself right there. New cannulas. This is sort of like the old blue seals or green seals you might see come back, the current cannulas. This one has release tabs right here. It actually has a vent on there. The way this new system is designed is it doesn't have a camera-specific arm. The camera goes on any arm now. Okay? So all the cannulas are exactly the same. They're, I think, a long and a short one. That's what you have, but they all physically look the same on the outside.
So somebody's done their homework.
Made it nice and easy as far as docking. But I don't know if y'all want to see some accessories here. All the accessories, again, seals are disposable. All your accessories, just like this emergency release kits right here. You all seen the kits before?
Yeah,
Emergency
without the
release
red
with the
ball.
wrenches, right? Are you peel packing these right now? You do the same thing. Clean these, sterilize them, steam, they're peel packed. All the accessories, same process you guys are doing right now for cannulas. Brush your lumens, they can go through the washer. You guys run those through the ultrasonic or just the washers? Cannulas.
Oh, the cannulas?
Yeah.
Depends on the level of.
How they are and stuff like that, yeah. I mean, it's optional that you go through the ultrasonic, not required. Just the washer's optional as well.
Candles, visually, so it's mainly brushed things.
Brushing in and then running through there. Okay. Steam sterilized. So like I said, that as far as the accessories, same what y'all doing. Okay. Steam sterilized. Any questions about the accessories? So the big red one right here, that is stapler. This is all the other 8mm instruments. It does label it as stapler right here as well. Okay. On these. I don't know if y'all, do you want to see those? Okay. You guys will never use these on the instrument. Once you use it on the instrument, it's like the other system, it destroys the instrument. So these are never used on the instrument, only EOR. And the way they're designed is for example, if you're on some kind of pacing tissue, it's a way for them to open the jaws up, back the instrument out safely if they need to, undock, redock, or whatever they need to do. It does destroy the instrument, but at least it saves the patient from any kind of harm at that point. It needs to be done. Let me see. Any other questions, concerns y'all have about Davinci? Obviously, we can't go through every individual instrument. There are special instruments we have, like the suction irrigator. Are we using suction irrigator now? No. It has an attachment in it too. So if you guys get that instrument, come in, you refer to the processing instructions. There's videos on those as well. There's individual instruments in here as a reference for you. Anything we're missing? Any concerns, questions? Like I said, the scope is probably the biggest change for you all. Remember, you got 6 flush ports in there to prime and soak and flush. Arms are pretty similar. That's all I had.
Do you need a copy of this?
Yes. I can take a picture of it. Save you.
Even better.
Yeah.
Let's do that.